I was invited by the Nigeria Info Abuja today to speak about the president's three-nation tour across France, Kenya, and Rwanda. And something struck me deeply, which is many people did not bother and still do not bother to ask, what exactly is this trip for? They just heard the president travels and boom, anger, insults, curses, assumptions, conclusions. Now listen carefully. This is not about blindly supporting anyone. This is about becoming informed citizens. Because tell me, how do you want to demand accountability for something you never took time to understand? Anyways, the meeting in France themed Africa Forward, a France-African summit co-hosted by President Emmanuel Macron of France and President William Ruto of Kenya, with over 30 African countries, global stakeholders, investors, policymakers, development institutions present. And yet, some people expect or expected Nigeria, Africa's giant, one of the continent's largest economies, to be absent. The meeting in Kenya, the Africa CEO Forum, considerably one of the continent's largest gatherings of private sector leaders, policymakers, investors, economic stakeholders, that has happened every year since 2012. Let me ask you, are we really expecting Nigeria not to be present in conversations shaping Africa's economic future? Are we? Those were not random trips. They were conversations around investments, Africa's future and unity, energy transition that we have all been clamoring for, green industrialization, stating that the continent should be industrialized, people should get jobs, while still protecting our environment, climate action, trade, continental partnerships, infrastructure, and how Africa can stop coming to the global table as a charity case, and instead start coming as a strategic partner. That is the conversation. And the president emphasized on financing, because many Africans were asking, if subsidy is removed, where is the money? And it's important that we reiterate, and for many to understand, that for many years, Nigeria borrowed heavily to pay or subsidize fuel. And now that the subsidy is gone, it does not immediately remove the debts accrued. Debt servicing still exists. That's why conversations around, fair loan structures, reduced interest burdens, long-term financing matter, and were even suggested by your president. This is not the time to sit down and sit back and just enjoy banter, cruise, fun. This is the time to ask, what partnerships were made? What partnerships were pursued? What commitments were made? What conversation was had? What are we as citizens realistically expecting to see going forward? These are the questions. Not us demanding accountability without understanding, reacting without research, noise without knowledge. I say this all the time. Knowledge, information is power. Our first responsibility as citizens is not blindly supporting anyone. It is informed engagement. We can't continue to play around with everything. We can't continue to reduce conversations to trends, cruise, vibes, insults. That is only weakening our power as citizens. Because if citizens understand policy, diplomacy, and governance, our leaders will do better. But if we keep reducing every conversation to cruise, banter, vibes, we weaken our power, like I earlier said, and we will not be taken seriously. And tomorrow you will come and say, they're not taking us seriously. Well, look at you. Should you be taken seriously? Now let me say this, and I'm happy to announce to you that Africa is moving forward, and Nigeria must be present in those conversations, whether we like it or not.